All right, we're getting set up for fave number 7, and you're noticing that these last few faves are dedicated to the home, whether it's cleaning or making our home just a cleaner environment. And this is from Honeywell. It's the Air Genius 4. It's a permanent filter air purifier. Now, I think at this point, we all recognize the need to have purified air that we breathe, because the air that you breathe is going to get purified one way or another. If you don't have an external purifier like this, it's gonna get purified in your lungs. And that's not what you want, because when you know, if we were to pull this out after it being on for, let's say, a month in your home, if we were to pull this out and you looked at the filter, it would be filthy. It would be dusty. There would be gunk on it, because that's what's running through the air. It just is. Every time you open the door, something comes, comes into the home. There's a reason why there's dust everywhere. Even if you never opened your doors and you never opened your windows, you'd still have dust in your home, and you wonder, where does the dust come from? It just does. I don't know. It just appears. All of that dust, all of that debris, all of that gunk that's floating around the air, all of the, if you live with or are a smoker, live with or have, pets and things of that nature, all of their pet dander is just flying through the air. This is a way to filter and purify that air that you're breathing every single day. As a matter of fact, I want to show you more. All of the you're seeing that back arrow where you've got the debris and everything that I just mentioned, the dander, the smoke, the dust, all of that coming in through the back of the filter. And it gets filtered through over and over and over again. As a matter of fact, there are 3 stages of filtration on here. There's the pre-filter, the permanent quiet clean filter, and the electronic ionizer. And then the air that gets pushed out the front is nice and clean and purified. And that's what you want to breathe in. Think about it like this. If this were a glass of water and all of the little debris were in that one glass of water, would you drink that water? Absolutely not. We wouldn't drink a glass of water with even a speck of dust in it. One speck of dust, you'd throw it all out. One tiny hair, you wouldn't drink that water. You'd say, this is dirty. This is not clean. But our air is the exact same way. And that is why it's important to have air purifiers. I think now, and as we move into the spring as well, particularly if you are somebody who's very sensitive to the air around you. And it's very interesting where in the springtime, in certain areas of the country, locally where we live, it's not snowing on the ground. As a matter of fact, it's very warm. And my husband just yesterday was saying, I think spring is coming already. I see the birds, I see the trees have leaves on them, and I feel like my eyes are watering because he's very sensitive to this time of year when the weather changes and all of the stuff that just gets in the air. And for people like him, having an air purifier is vital just to the comfort of the environment that they live in. And it might be the same way with you. This one is from Honeywell. So I mentioned the 3 stages of purification that you've got right here. You even have that odor reducing pre-filter, which is going to be great. It helps to reduce odors and volatile organic compounds from the air that pass through it. And this is something that you've got built in to your air purifier. You have where you can set it on different levels as well. You've got your sleep setting that operates quietly while you sleep, so it's not gonna interrupt you. Your general setting is gonna be great for ideal for everyday air cleaning. Your allergen setting optimizes your allergen capturing performance. And that's gonna be used during peak allergen season. And then you have your max setting, and that's ideal for power cleaning or fast odor reduction. And so you've got all 4 of those levels built into your Honeywell, and all you do is dial it up or down, completely up to you which way you want to go. You even have an automatic shut-off timer, so you can set this so that it shuts off automatically in 2, 4, or 8 hours. So maybe you turn it on right before you go to sleep, but you don't necessarily need it on all night. You set it up and don't even need to think about it again. You even have your filter indicator light, so it illuminates when it's time to clean that permanent filter. You only need to clean it 4 times a year, so literally, once a season, once in the you know, winter, once in the spring, once in the summer, once in the fall. That's it. And you can clean it and pop it right on back in. So really, Honeywell makes it very, very simple for you to use this and for you to get the benefits and the results of having that clean, purified air in your home. You even have an oscillation setting. So if you want it to move around the room and really get the full efficacy of pulling in that dirty air and purifying it, you've got that setting as well. This comes to you with a 5-year manufacturer's limited warranty on that. And I think that's key. For something that you're gonna use every single day, it might be running every single day from the day that you get it, I think you're gonna notice a difference. And so you're gonna enjoy having that 5-year warranty from Honeywell themselves. So take a look here. If this is something that you're saying, yeah, I've been needing an air purifier, you like the way that